Okay, so we just entered everything into this array here. So now we're going to go up and actually use this data from the array. So we're going to create a new div here called top streamers. And inside we're going to create a div called top streamer, and it's going to loop or v4. So top streamer in list of top streamers. The key, we need to do key is equal to top streamer.id. So that's great, that's moving on. And then we want to create another a tag, ahref tag. And then we want to do class streamer link. Then top streamer thumbnail container. Then top streamer description. So in the container, we're going to do image, and we're going to vbind this. Backticks top streamer dot thumbnail URL, which is, if we go back down here, we did thumbnail URL here, so that's what we're using. So if we go back, refresh this page, go back to top streamers. I think that should work. Oh, we have the npm not running again, so I'm just going to refresh the npm, cancel that out, Control C, and then npm run serve. I have no idea why that's not working, but it's not, so I'm going to have to redo that. Then we're going to go to 82 and go to top streamers, and we have everything in one neat list right there. So we're going to go ahead and add in the streamer description. So we're going to do a span tag, class stream title, and inside the strong codes, you're going to do top streamer dot stream underscore title. Then span with the class of username. It's going to have a streamer name of top streamer dot user underscore name. Then one more span tag with the class of stream viewer account, and that's going to be viewers top streamer dot viewer underscore account. Great, so we have everything there. We're going to go add the responsiveness in the CSS below. So we're going to do top streamers. I think that's right. Let's see. Let's go back. Yeah, this one, top streamers. It's going to have a display flex and flex wrap of wrap. That should make it all horizontal. We want the text to not be out of the box, so we're going to do overflow hidden. So top streamer is going to have a flex basis of 100%, but just before that we're going to, whoops, we're going to do overflow hidden. I wonder if that works right away. We're gonna do top streamer description span tags. Gonna do it. Whoops. I'm looking at my other screen while I'm typing this. I'm copy and pasting the code from one that I've already written a few hours ago, so that's what I'm doing here. Top streamer description span display block. I think that should work. Yeah, that should put everything inside the boxes. No, not really. Let's do flex basis 100%. Yeah, they're still overflowing. They're not overflowing. I think the image width has to be set to 100% as well. So we're gonna do top streamer thumbnail is gonna have a width of 100%. That did nothing. Top streamer. Let's see. If I go back here, image. Oh, this one doesn't have a. This one needs the class. I haven't added the class back in, so I'm gonna do image class like that. Okay, now it's working. Then now let's do the media queries. So at media only screen and min width of 700 pixels. Then here I want top streamers and then top streamer flex basis of 50%. Okay, now the title is wrapping inside. Okay, that's good. So the overflow hidden is working now. Then I'm just gonna copy and paste this a few more times. Then I'm gonna do it for 1000 pixels, 1300 pixels, 1300 pixels, and then 1600 pixels. So it's gonna be 1/3, 1/4, and then 1/5. So if I go back, it should be 5 at the most. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in each row, so that's good. So it goes down 3, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that's working, that's good. Then I'm going to add in padding of 7 pixels and margin bottom of 7 pixels. Makes it look a tad bit nicer. And then I don't want the stream title to have a underline, so I'm just gonna do top streamer link tag. It's gonna have a text decoration of none. And then I want the username to have a text decoration of underline, so I'm just going to do here top streamer, description, username is going to have a text decoration of underline just to show that it is a link. And the stream title, I want it to be black, and let's see, do that, then stream title word wrap break word. This is a CSS property that I don't think is working yet. It's not I don't think I need this. Just gonna remove that. Yeah, I don't need the CSS break word, word wrap break word. That's a property that's going to be implemented with the CSS3 release that's coming soon. So if you want to word wrap it and not use the overflow hidden portion like I did right here for the exterior div, then for the container div, then word break, CSS word wrap break word is what you want to use. But here I'm just going to do color black. And that's all the styling I'm going to do for this page. So we have top games, top streamers, and now we want to go to Fall Guys. We want to click on the link and we want to actually go to all the streamers for specific games. So to do that, I'm going to create a new file or a new root. And here I'm going to say path is going to be equal to streamers for game. Then parameter is going to be game name. That's the custom Vue.js parameter that we insert there. Name of this path is going to be streamers for game, and component is going to be streamers for game. And here we're going to say import streamers for game from views streamers for game.vue. So we're going to go ahead and create that in the views folder. Great. So we're going to do template script style export default name is streamers for game. And we need the components for the nav bar links at top. So we're going to do components top nav bar links, and we're going to import that. Import top nav bar links from components top nav bar links. And I'm just going to delete this hello world view file. We don't need that anymore. And we're going to create a ID. So we're going to say streamers for game container. So if we click on that, I think, okay, now it's not working again. The npm is not working again, so I'm just gonna reload this. I'm not sure why. I think maybe it has something to do with my RAM or something. I'm not sure why. My computer is okay. So I'm just gonna do npm run serve again. Let's see, we have an error here. Okay, we need to use this top nav bar links. Okay, so we're going to go to 8083 this time. Get a list of top games. Okay, so we're going to do h1 streamers for game. Just going to insert that like that right there for now. And we're going to update the link so that it actually goes to this page. So we're going to go to get top games, and at the very top here we need to create an href here that works. So we're going to do a v-on-click. There's two ways to do it. We can actually create the we can just put the link there, or we can actually use a v-on-click, which is what I'm going to do this time. So v-on-click. Then we're going to do go to specific game streams page method and top game.game_id and top game.game name. Pass those two variables in from the parameter, not parameter, just those two variables. And we're going to create this method down below. So that's, I think, right here. That's right there. So I'm going to do comma function, then game ID, and then game name. Then we're going to do this router push, and that's how Vue.js is, and that's called a programmatic navigation. So that's what we're doing here. We're programming the navigation link, how it moves through the directory. So we're going to do name, so we use the name here. Streamers for a game, and sometimes the reason why we want to use name instead of path is because when we're programming, we might change the path name down the road, and then we have to update all the links. Whereas if we just use the stream link name instead of path, specific path, then later we can change the path and we can still use the same name and not have to update all of our code. So we're going to go back to get top games and type that in. Whoops. Params that we're gonna pass on is gonna. So remember, if we go back to streams, we have a game name parameter, and then the other one, game ID, we're gonna pass in as a query. Just to show that you don't have to use that, there's more options to this. One thing I wanted to do was not use the parameters or game IDs in the URL and just pass it along like a post method instead of a get method, but I'm not sure how to do that using router links. I couldn't quite find an answer how to do that, so if you want to do some more research, you can definitely look into that to figure out how to do that, because that's how Twitch does it. And Twitch is not necessary. So if I go to twitch.tv, if I go to a specific streamer, it doesn't have the game ID or game or the stream ID inside the URL, but in my Vue.js application, I am putting it in the URL. This looks more cleaner without. But then again, they're not using React.js or Vue.js only to do that. They're also using a backend as a post method, so they have more options there, whereas I'm just trying to use Vue.js only to do that. So it's going to be a little bit harder on my end. So here we're going to go to game name, which is from here we do this. So I'm just going to copy and paste this to that, which is already there. And then I'm going to do game name, and then I'm also going to do a query, then do game ID is going to be game ID. So now if we go to Fall Guys, and if I go to the URL, the game name appears here, Fall Guys. Then that's the parameter, and then under the query section, after the question mark is game ID, and then the game ID number comes up. So that's working. So I'm going to go back to streamer for game, streamers for game. And here, instead of just saying game, I'm going to type in root params game name, and that should say Fall Guy in this section, Fall Guys. So next I want to actually pop up all the stream information, so I'm going to I'm gonna pop out all the names of the streams or in the video stream thumbnails. So I'm going to go to methods, or I'm going to do data first actually. Data list of top streamers for specific games. I'm just going to use some longhand variable name. Then under methods, I wonder why this is squiggly line on expression expected. Oh, I have to do return and then put this inside there. And there's no red line now. Okay, so under methods, I'm going to do fetch top streamers for specific game, and then function. Again, I'm going to use pagination here later, but I'm going to do that at the very end. Here I'm going to do a variable let fetch link is equal to this is going to be again the streams. So if we go to if we close out of these, get top streams. If we go back here, we're going to use this URL. We're going to just copy and paste it because we want the first 30. Then paste that in here. And then we're going to do pass in another query. So we're going to do game ID is equal to. So if we go to Twitch API, for example, Twitch dev reference. Get stream. It's we can do game ID and return stream broadcasting a specified game ID. So we can specify up to 100 IDs, but we're just going to do one since that's all we need. And so this is the URL. So that's what we have here, and then the game ID. We're going to do from the query, so we're going to do plus this root query.game ID. And then we're going to do fetch query. Then fetch link. Then method is going to be get, and then headers, new headers, and we're just going to copy and paste from the header section here, copy and paste this. Then we're going to do a function change response to JSON again. So a lot of this code is repeating itself. So if you really want to do it, I guess you could use some sort of dry, don't repeat yourself coding here. But for the simplicity's sake, we're only going to do this about 3 or 4 times. So I'm just going to recode it here, retype it here. And then we're going to do a arrow function again. So we can use this command in Vue.js inside the fetch response. This, then just console log data, just to show you what we got. Then arrow response. Expect element console. Then we have to actually run this method on mount. So I'm just going to do mounted this, and then now we get 30. Go into data.key. We get game ID, language started at thumbnail URL. Again, we have to change the width and the height. So you get the point. I'm going to just quickly go back to code and do what we need to do. So I'm going to create another array here, temporary array called data, and just copy and paste that. Capitalize this, L, that's equal to empty array. Then for each key in the data.data array, var key in data.data. So just to show you guys, it's data, key. Key is the 0 to 0, 1, 2, 3 all the way to 29. That's the key right there. We're going to get this array and push the data into this array. So I'm going to do id data.data key.id, then do that a few times. I need the user ID, then I need the username, then I need the title, then I need the stream thumbnail URL. Then here I'm going to do user ID. Whoops, I don't need the capital. User ID, username, title, and then the thumbnail URL. I'm just going to go to replace, do that twice. So first I want to change the the width. Change that to 440 pixels, 440. Then I want to do, height, and then do 248 pixels. And then I think I have to do the stream viewer count. So I'm going to do stream viewer count. It's going to equal to data.data key.viewer count. Then after the for loop, I'm going to insert it into the array that we have above. So this, then this array right here, we're going to type that in. So again, copy and paste this. So we're going to use what's already in there and then copy and paste what we have new into that afterwards. So everything, copy and paste everything afterwards. And that's how we do that. And now this array is updated. So we can use this array above to actually get some information. So here we're going to do div ID of top streamers for specific game, and then we're going to do top streamer singular for specific game, and this is going to be a v4 loop, v4 top streamer for specific game in list of top streamers for specific game. We need a keybind. That's going to be top streamers for specific game.id. Then we want to create a thumbnail container. Be image.top streamer for specific game thumbnail, container, and this is not going to be an image. The image is going to be inside. Let's see, and then we're going to do top streamer for specific game description, username, and your account. Okay, and then now we're going to create the image. Class top streamer for specific game thumbnail. I really like, not really, but I do like, I prefer creating long and specific, very descriptive class names. I'm not sure if other people do that, but that's what I like, so just bear with me while you following this tutorial. I wonder what other people do. I think most people usually create shorter class names, but this is just my preference. So then image source, I'm gonna do vbind backticks top streamer for specific game, and then stream underscore thumbnail underscore URL. Let's see, why is it not popping up? Oh, the npm run is not running again. Now it's building to 50% and 2 out of 3. It's usually at 1/3 and 1/3 and 40%. Okay, so I'm just going to do npm run serve again. Go to 8084. Okay, now if we click on one of these, we have all the streams for the specific game pop up. So now I want to add in the username, top streamer for a specific game, user name, then viewers, top streamer for specific game.stream, viewer account. Great. Now we have to do the CSS. So I'm gonna do this one, top streamers for a specific game. I'm gonna do flex display or display flex, and then flex wrap is equal to wrap. Now it's sort of responsive. Now we're gonna change, do this one, the class div inside, singular specific game instead of streamer instead of streamers, and we're gonna do a flex basis of 100%. Then I'm just going to do padding of 7 pixels and margin bottom of 7 pixels. And then I want to do the thumbnail class. This one, I think. Yeah, this one. Thumbnail class width is going to be equal to 100%. This is going to make everything super big. So now go back down to media queries. So media only screen and min width of 600 pixels. And top streamer for specific game, flex spaces of 50%. Okay, great. Now I'm going to copy and paste this a few more times. Do 900 pixels, do 1200 pixels, and do 1500 pixels. This is going to be 33.1/3. Whoops. 1/4 or 25%, and then 1/5 or 20%. So that's all working now. We still haven't added the the infinite scrolling yet, but we're gonna do that later. Now we have to actually create. We're gonna go to the actual streamer links. So next we're going to go to index.js file again. Then we're going to create a new link to the streamer area. So we're going to do path streamer, and then the streamer parameter of streamer username. And I think we're going to pass in the streamer's ID using the query method again. So name is going to be streamer, and then component is going to be streamer. We're going to create that in a second. Copy and paste this, then import streamer from views streamer.view. So we're going to create a new file called streamer.view, and we're going to just copy and paste one of these, and we're just going to delete everything from the styles. Comment that out. Delete all this, or you can just type in the stream ID again. Function. Here instead of fetch top games, it's going to be fetch stream, I believe. And here we're going to delete everything except the top nav bar links. Export as get stream. Let's see, streamer. No, export as just streamer. Then components, top nav bar, we just need that. And we're going to name this get stream, fetch stream information, just to be consistent with what I already have. Let's see. Here it's going to be streamer. And H1 is going to be this stream title, which we haven't created yet. It's going to be empty for now. So if we go back, let's see, if we go to get streamers, or I think here, get top games, it's not a link. All right, we haven't updated the links yet. So let's say we want to go to get top games, streamers for games. Let's go to streamers for games. And then we want to create a link. Here, where's the link tag? Streamers for game, link. Where's the link? href. Did I not create a link? Seems like I haven't created a link. So we got to do that first. Top streamer for a specific game. So here, we want to, I think it's right here that we have to create it. Here we're going to say link tag with top streamer, with the class of top streamer for specific game link. And inside here, we're going to copy and paste everything outside. So we're going to copy and paste this. Okay, so now we can actually click on the links, but it doesn't go anywhere. We're going to say go up a folder because we're inside this folder here. And then say the parameter. So if we go to index.js, if we go to streamer, we have the streamer username parameter. So we're going to enter the streamer username. We're going to say the streamer username is, oh, actually we're going to go to streamer and then top. I think I forgot to do backticks. Not sure why that href is not okay, so we got the href and we're gonna go up streamer top streamer for specific game and then username. Let's see if that works. Refresh. No, that did not work. Didn't go up. Oh, I didn't create a vbind, that's why. Now that should work. I was wondering why syntax wasn't highlighting. Refresh. Okay, now has the streamer name Markiplier at top. So that's working. And then we have to also pass in the streamer ID. So we're gonna do, so we can just pass in the query inside the link as well. So right here, we're gonna do question mark streamer ID is equal to top streamer for a specific game and then user ID. So now that should work. Get top games, Fall Guys. This one, so we have Jill, Tony, or Tommy, and then we have streamer ID here. So now we can go back to the streamers.view page, and we can get some information. Here, instead of stream title, we can just say stream title goes here. We do that for now. Stream title goes here. And then here inside the data, we're gonna add some things in. We're gonna add a couple things in. We're gonna do stream ID, which is gonna be set to 0 by default. Streamer name is gonna be set to empty string. Game ID is gonna be set to empty string. Game name is going to be set to empty string. Stream title is going to be set to empty string, and stream viewer count is going to be set to 0. So in the fetch stream information function, we're going to do we're going to put let fetch link is equal to There's a couple of things we have to do here that's a little particular, because we have to, actually I'll show you this part first. We have to go to Twitch embed, embedding Twitch, and we have to, there's embedding chat and then embedding video clips. We want to do chat and player replay, so we want to do embed everything. So there's three things we have to add. We have to add the Twitch embed div, then we have to add in the script to reference so that when we create a new Twitch embed like this, it actually works, and then we have to actually embed the script. We're all going to do this in Vue.js, and it's a little weird, a little bit, but not too much, so let's take a look at how we do this. So first, I am going to fetch the stream, which is, if we go to Twitch API again, oops, not Twitch TV, Twitch devs. We can go to docs, again, whoops, new API, and then reference, get streams. So we want to go to this URL, and we want to send in the game ID. No, not the game ID. We want to do the streamer ID. Get, let's see, get channel information. This is what we want, not the stream. So we want to get the channel, and then we have to use the broadcaster ID. So I'm going to copy and paste this. And paste that in here and do broadcaster ID. So that broadcaster ID is from right here. Where is it? Broadcaster ID, that's what we want. So broadcaster ID goes right there. Copy and paste that in. Then this root query streamer ID. So if we go back to our app, fetch link is assigned. Okay, let's just comment that out for a second. So we have the streamer ID here. So that's what we're using. We're using the root and then the query parameter because it's after the question mark. And then the streamer ID query, which is this one right here. So uncomment that out again, and then do fetch, then twice. So fetch link, method is get, headers is new headers. And we're just going to copy and paste the headers again. So we're going to copy and paste this, copy, paste. Then I think this is for the final time we're going to do function, function response, change it to a JSON format. So return response.json to convert it. And then for the data, we're going to do arrow function again. I don't think we do have to do our arrow function because we're using this. So we're going to do this stream ID is equal to data.data. So if we take a look before we do this part, we do console.log data. I'll show you what we see. Response. I always misspell response. That's funny. Inspect console. Oh, we have to run this under the mounted section. Let's do this. Fetch information. Error bad request. The parameter broadcaster ID was malformed. The value must be greater than or equal to 1. Let's see. Streamer ID. I think that's right. bad request, the parameter ID, the parameter broadcaster ID. That's a little odd. Let's see. Okay, so I found the error. The error is I forgot to include an equal sign right here. So if I refresh the page, go back to inspect and console, we get a data array of 1. So data key 0 is equal to broadcaster ID, name, game ID, game name, and title. So we're going to use that information. And now we're going to say here, instead of doing console log data, we're going to do this dot stream ID. So this is all the variables that we put it inside here. So we're going to might as well copy and paste this down here. This dot, this dot, this dot, and this dot. We don't have the streamer account, so we're gonna exit that. This is gonna be data.0, and I'm just gonna copy and paste this down here as well. And it's going to be, whoops, here it's going to be broadcaster ID, your broadcaster ID, and broadcaster name, game ID, game name, and title. So if we go back up and we go to stream title, unexpected token, expecting this. Oh, we have to put an equal sign here too. And here, I think that's right. See, parsing error, unexpected token at line 41. Expression expected. Oh. I shouldn't have copy and pasted. I should have just retyped everything. This is taking longer. Okay, so we have the stream title coming up finally. Then we want to actually get the broadcast ID. So if we go back here, remember we had to paste this in, these three things in. So we're gonna do this first. Add a placeholder. We're going to paste that in right there. Then we have to, nothing's gonna show up right now, and then we're gonna do we have to load this in. So the way we're gonna do it is we're going to we can't put a script tag here inside of a template. So if I copy and paste this and put that inside here, what happens is it doesn't work. Let's see, this thing up here is showing that the npm is not working, the run server is not working again. So I'm just gonna cancel this, npm run serve, do that again. Localhost 8080. Waiting for that. Come on. I think something is not working well. This is stuck. I wonder if that has something to do with my computer storage. Oh, my computer storage seems fine. Except that npm run serve. Hopefully this works. Okay, so I got the server to run again. Actually, the npm run serve completely pauses if I have a script running. So if I, for example, if I do this, the script, whoops, not that. If I do this, what? That's not working. If I copy and paste this code, this script tag inside the template, the npm run serve actually pauses and doesn't work anymore. So it already stopped again. So that's one of the reasons why npm serve might not work, and that's one of the reasons why you can't insert a script tag inside the template section. So I'm going to, so now it's stuck again, stuck at 40%. I just want to Stack Overflow, and it says sometimes that happens when you have like script files inside or something. So I'm going to do npm run serve again. So that's one of the reasons the Twitch API, you have to kind of create custom code. So now that it's working, we can do Fall Guys and then Markiplier, and then now we can continue on. So now we want to say, go back here. We have to insert this source tag, source JavaScript, source script file without actually using a script file inside the template section. So what we can do is we can create, whoops, and then I want to also do this after the h1 tag. So I'm going to do id Twitch embed script link div, and I'm going to insert it inside this div using JavaScript inside Vue.js using a method. So it's a little bit convoluted, but this kind of works. So I'm going to go back down to methods and create a new method called insert Twitch embed script. So here we're going to say let Twitch embed div is equal to document query selector, and then what we just made above, Twitch, where is it? Twitch embed script link. And then we're going to say let Twitch embed script is equal to document create element. So we're creating the script inside the DOM. I'm going to do script here. And then we're going to do Twitch embed script, and then set the source attribute, which is done by doing this. Source. Then we're going to do going to copy and paste this right into here. And then finally, we're going to do Twitch embed div, and then we're going to append it inside. Then we're going to run this script on, I think, create or mount. I forgot. We're going to do it on mount. And then finally we can add in this part. And once again, this is also in a script, so we can't actually do it directly. We have to do it indirectly in our convoluted way. So I'm going to create a new method. It's going to be called run embed Twitch, since it's new Twitch embed, and we're going to run that script. We're going to do run Twitch embed function var embed is equal to this whole thing right here. And here the channel name is going to be this root params streamer username, since that's what we have here. Where is it? If we go back here, streamer username, that's right there. So that's in the parameters, not the query. So that's under params. So that's under params, that's correct. And then we're going to do embed add event listener, and when Twitch, let's see, just want to check the documents really quickly. Yeah, so here we're going to do Twitch embed one video ready. We're going to run the command. So that's something else we have to add in there. So we're going to do where is it? We don't need this parent thing. So we're going to delete that. Oh, and then under layout, we have to do video with chat to make the chat come up with the player. And then here under video ready, so we're going to do Twitch embed video ready. I think that's right. Embed video ready. We're going to run the function var player is equal to embed get player. And then we're going to say player dot play. So that's just all from I think player dot play. Yeah, that's from this code right here at the bottom. It has a demo here, so that's kind of what I'm doing right there. That's what I'm copying and pasting. So now if we go back to our Vue.js app, we have Twitch is not defined. So this is where I kind of found something interesting, because what I would try to do before was I would try to add this script tag. I'll see where I could or could not run it. So I would copy and paste that, and I'll try to like enter it in here. And if I just kind of get rid of that, and that would make it work. So if I refresh the page, the error, at least the error disappeared. And if I go to console, I'm not sure why the video is not displaying. Oh, one last thing. So if I add in the script there, it works, right? So if I add in the script here, it works. So now I go back to the mount section and insert Twitch embed. And then I have to do a set timeout this run Twitch embed after half a second, because it takes time for it to load and I have to run this method second instead of having a wait async method. So now it works, right? But the thing is, it's not because I'm adding the script here, because I can disable, I can do this, and if I refresh the page, the thing doesn't work. So I have to add in the embed script here, which is Twitch insert embed script, this one. But it's not because I added this in here, it's because I added a script tag. So if I delete this and I just have the script here, it works. As soon as I remove this script, it doesn't work. See, I get an error. Parsing error, undetermined regular expression, or something else. So I'm not sure why, but you just have to add in the script tag there, and it works fine. So that's another quirk, but I found that it works through that method. So just use that method as you follow along this tutorial, and you can find out, you can investigate more if you want to really figure out. But for the sake of this tutorial, it's not super important, so I'm just going to continue on. So now that we got that working, we're going to go to our style, and we're going to add in a little bit of CSS. We're going to do streamer info container. I think, is that the right one? Streamer info container. No, I haven't created that yet. Let's see. Actually, what I wanted to do was I wanted to go to run Twitch embed. Where is it? It's run Twitch embed, and under width I want to do 100%, and height I want to do 500. That's what I wanted to do. So now it's full width. Looks a little bit better than having it too narrow. So that's what you want to do. And then now we want to get the streamer view count. So at the very top, we're going to do let's see, we're going to do right below the Twitch embed, we're going to do streamer info container here. Then we're going to do h2 with the class of streamer name, and that's going to be really simple. We're going to get it from the URL, which is the parameter right here, like that. So we're going to do root params streamer username, like that. Then we're going to create one more h3 with the class of viewer count, and we're going to do viewers this stream viewer count, which is going to be 0 for now, since we have it as 0 right there. So we have that, and now we're going to go to the bottom, and we're just going to align that to the left. So under class stream info container, we're going to do padding left is 5% and text align left. And then we're going to do stream info container, streamer name. Whoops, that's not what I want. Yeah, I'm all over the place. Streamer name, and then viewer account, and then we just want to do font weight of 100. So it's not bolded. Okay, so now that we got that done, I'm going to update the viewer count, but this video is going over an hour long, so I'm just gonna pause this and come back in the next video. So I'll see you then in part 3.